Hi, I'm going to make a video, a kind of self-interview, about why I think the Cities at Night project should be get the award from the European Union Prize for Citizen Science. The first criteria is scientific quality, contribution to knowledge. On that sense, we have contributed to a lot of very high impact papers, like was the first rate of light pollution in the world, how it is increasing. Although this was made with another satellite, we contributed showing how this is even a lower limit to what is the real increase because of the impact of the LEDs and the white sources on satellite images. And also we use this data from Cities at Night for determining what is the nature of the diffuse light around cities. But mainly, even if we have not achieved our main goal, we're still working on getting the real picture, the real first color image of the Earth at night. No, and we're still working on it, and we are publishing recently the first Europe map. Well, we already published one of the very first Europe maps in color calibrated with cities at night images, and we are now also contributing to other fields like environmental protection, estimating, for example, data from impact on, for example, in birds, in bats, in human health, a lot, and transdisciplinary research in development, human development in Africa. Also, we are publishing all our data openly in Zenodo, although we don't have resources to publish all the data that we would like, but we are really working. And all the data that is created under Cities at Night is published openly in the instant that is created. And that is the other thing. No, we really publish everything all online. We make data releases when the data quality is better, and have been used, for example, to train some artificial intelligence models to classify images. No, and this was even in very early on, not recently. This was in 2016, so very early on. Social innovation. Well, it's very rare that citizen scientists can actually be part of the processing pipeline on satellite images. Many times citizens are involved on what is validation or classification of data, but not on the part of making that data actually available. And the georeferencing task that we have is really new. We have been having a lot of problems on the community building because of the GDPR. Initially, we had a very nice community, but in the crowdcrafting platform, thanks to SciFabric, where we interacted with many other projects, and we also were part of the Stars for All platform, and we've been created a video game and so on. But the GDPR and the lack of resources really killed a lot of our community. The environmental impact and sustainability of the project is clear, no? Is our main goal. As we know, current satellite data is not useful for tracing the evolution of the light pollution, and the ISS images is the key part, the key element to do so is our main goal. And it is contribute definitely for all the sustainable development goals and the Green Deal, as light pollution is one of the parts key here, and we contribute to education, cities, energy, sustainability, also studies in safety, everything. This is also a contribution that, depending on the resolution of the images, is contributing to a local problem or national or European or even global, and we have more than 20 policy papers that cites research where Cities at Night have been involved, or the Cities at Night project directly. We have partners from NGOs like Celfos, International Dark Sky Association, Globe at Night, universities. We have partnerships with a lot of different places, and we started at the from ground zero. So this was a completely bottom-up project from a PhD student, as I was, that took volunteers that came to the Media Lab Prado in Madrid, and we created the first apps, and then have been more professionally driven. Even we didn't have enough resources because of the scientific community, But this started from scratch. We have been trying to do the lowest cost everything, mainly because we didn't have resources from the beginning, and we crowdsource we have done even crowd funding campaigns for some of our apps. More topics, the communication, our communication have been mainly thanks to the European Space Agency and the NASA, but also we created documents for teaching, like an open, like this didactic unit, translated originally into Spanish and English, but later translated by contributors to French, Portuguese, and German, and is completely open. Also, STEAM and education. That's why we created this didactic unit, to promote the use of this in schools and high schools. We have been, the main development has been an artistic. We have been collaborating also with artistics, with artists. We have been involving in participatory processes and inspire the people to see the Earth at night. And I already mentioned how our research has been highlighted mainly in European policy papers, and some of our citizen science projects have been used as examples of this. For example, in the Nucera project, or in the light pollution policy brief made the European Commission very recently. In general, light pollution is one of the topics that is set as a priority because of its impact on insects and also energy consumption in the European Union. And for example, even during COVID, the light pollution was decreased, and we saw how the current satellites were unable to trace this kind of impact, but the International Space Station data would be the one that would have been able to do this, and without the citizen scientists, it would not have been able to prove this fact. And we really think that when we are part of the Plan B Horizon project, although because of the restrictions of my current grant at Marie Curie, I cannot be paid, neither my project manager, and that's why we request this prize, so we can get paid and really be able to fulfill these goals. I hope I have gone through all the topics. It's a bit longer than expected, but it's a very long list on all these topics that are selected here. Thanks a lot. I hope you have get clear why we think this is our participation in this project, in this competition.